What's up, boys? How is the audio? Apologies for the delay. I am out of town, so I am broadcasting from an outpost. Let me know, though. Is the audio okay? It might be kind of noisy in here. I got a couple fans going. So let me know, man. Before this thing gets started properly, let me know if I need to turn the fan down or what. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if the audio is okay in the chat, and then we will move forward from there. Can you hear me, first of all? What up, boy? What up, other boy? What up, Bo? Audio is I will take I will take I from an audio file like yourself. Loud and clear. Appreciate it, Bo. Good enough for the general. Good enough for stubborn Mick and Bo Jackson. So it's good enough for me. What's up, boys? What is going on, man? You're listening to Just My 2 Cents. Welcome to my UFC 304 pregame. Gonna have a spot of tea and some crumpets with me mates. And yeah, man, get hyped for 304. I'm gonna drop the link here in a minute for Big Moiz, the Irish gentleman in the chat. Anybody else that would like to come through, the link will be there for you if you're one of the homies. And yeah, we will just go from there. What's up, boys? It is July 27th, 2024. It is fucking fight day. UFC 304 is going down in Manchester starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They put the butt fuck to the UK fans. Dude, fuck your Great Britain time zone, dude. It's for the American audience, dude. It's about fucking putting butts in the, well, not butts in the seats. It's about fucking dollar signs, dude. It's about the almighty dollar. God, I fucked that one up. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's about money. I have to assume they were like, because it's a pay-per-view, they wanted the American audience to be the most convenient for the American audience, probably going to be buying the most pay-per-views. So I can only assume that's what it was for, but that is pretty fucking Canish, dude. They definitely fucked the UK fans and the European fans. So yeah, I'm just going to say sorry to Moiz and Jack and any other UK/European fucking UFC fan is going to get screwed by this fucking start time, but it is what it is. What up, Noah? Appreciate it, dude. So, what up, Jimmy? What's going on, boys? Oh, we got a party now. Shit. Cheers. Crack one open. Toss one back. Spark one up. Y'all know what time it is, man. Get hyped for these fucking fights. I'm going to do something just a little bit different on this one. I'm still going to drop the links and all that, but I'm just going to go ahead and get my shit out of the way real quick. My picks and my bets and all that bullshit, all my promos and chilling and all that stuff. I want to get that out of the way first. And then when I drop the links, I'll just kind of serve as like the host. Kind of keep things from going off the rails and just let Moiz and Mick and anybody else that wants to come through shoot y'all shot. Let the people know what your bets are, plays, your most confident reads or whatever. So that's kind of what I want this one to be about. And moving forward, I kind of want it to be like that too. Because shout out to the whole fucking pub. I go live every Saturday night anymore, Pub Sports Radio. So you're going to hear enough of my takes and reads and my loud fucking mouth on Saturday night. So I want to make sure this show is more about letting Moiz and Mick and anybody else, any of the other homies come through and, let them know what time it is. So, thus and so. On that note, shout out to the fucking new dome. Shout out to the Hawk Tua. Shout out to my dude Aaron the dog. Check out his UFC breakdown show every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find your boy there with Aaron, Lucky Locks, Lou Betcha, a rotating cast of characters. It is a fucking good time. Check it out. Give Aaron a subscription and a like on the latest episode. It was a good time, man. It was a good one. I'm feeling pretty good about this card. I'm excited for it. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm happy. It's got the big fight feel, dude. It's got that big pay-per-view feel to it, which I love as a fan. So, that is what your boy's record stands at right now on Tapology. Want to get back to 63.3. Ultimately want to get to my goal in life, as far as Tapology is concerned, is to get to 65%. I feel like I am a 65% predictor. I can't confidently say that I'm better than that, but I feel like I'm 65%, goddammit. And I feel like I've just let myself slip in the past year and a half or so, because I was on a trajectory, man. I was 64.1, I think, and then just started sliding, dude. Almost, I think I even got down to 59 points, something bad, man. It was low 60s, high 50s. So my goal is to get to 65% and fucking stay there, if not do better. But yeah, gotta get going back in the right direction. I did put in my Tapology picks. I feel pretty good about them. It feels like kind of a chalky card, but I do have a couple underdog picks and one underdog bet. So, like I said, and of course, I did add it. Cool. I was going to say, I thought I fucking forgot, but okay, boys, these are my fucking picks. Speaking of Tapology, these are my Tapology picks. These are going to be my picks. I'm going to unveil my bets here in just a second, and then I'm going to drop the link. Okay? These are my picks for UFC 304. Shout out to the 5 people in the building. Feast your eyes, boys. Let me get that banner down. 2 underdogs. Oh, I need to put my pub contest picks in, dude. That was the next thing I was going to talk about. But yeah, these are my picks. 2 underdog picks. There could be, I'm not as confident with some of the methods of victory as I am in the side, or I feel pretty good about my picks as far as which fighter's going to win, but some of the methods I feel a little less confident about, which I guess is not crazy. But for example, I could see Bukowskis maybe getting a knockout. I could see Duncan maybe getting a knockout. Patty maybe getting a knockout. You know what I mean? I could see Wood maybe decisioning Pineda. But yeah, maybe Molly getting a submission instead of a knockout. That kind of shit. I could also see, I got 3 underdog picks. Excuse me, boys. Manel Kopp, Oban Elliott, and Pade, the Bade. Those are my fucking underdogs. But yeah, those are my picks, Tapology picks. I need to put in I'm going to put in my pub contest picks right fucking now. And also take the opportunity to plug it. Shout out to the whole fucking pub, man. Shout out to my dude Big Show for making the vast majority of these overlays. I put up my picks, but the ones that look cool and have production value to them, that's Big Show. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to the Locker Room Talk podcast homies. I will talk about that in just a second, but sign up for the contest, man. It is a free roll. If you're someone that makes predictions every week, no reason not to do it. It's so fucking easy. Jeff Slaughter give you $100. I swear to fucking God he will. Sign up. I'm doing it right now. I'm putting these exact picks in. Sometimes I switch it up and try and get sneaky with it and like maybe either change a pick or change a method of victory. But no, these are the picks that I'm going to have on Tapology and the pub contest for tonight. Pub Sports Radio. That is where I will be this evening for the fights, calling the fights, running my big fat fucking mouth, hopefully fucking kicking ass, man. I do feel pretty good about my bets. It feels like a chalky kind of parlay, pick your underdog spot kind of card, but we'll see. There are a few live dogs. Okay. All you need is an email, man, to sign up for this shit. You just create a fucking account real quick. You put them in pretty much just like Tapology. And here we go. 56 entries so far, man. All you have to do is be the best. It doesn't cost you anything. Shanna Banana by... You got to take this banner down. Shanna Banana by decision. I can't even fucking see that. I got to take that down. Hold up. Yeah. All right. Shanna Banana decision. Just want to make sure. I could see Parkin maybe getting a sub. But I'll say just a decision. I think Patterson gets the sub. Second round. So, yeah, I'm making these picks identical. Manel Kopp, second round TKO. Say Oban Elliott. Decision, right? Modestus Bukauskas. A lot of people calling him Bukaki this week. That's fucking disrespectful. It is kind of funny, though. It's just low-hanging fruit. All right, Callan Loughran. I could see a Callan Loughran decision, but I feel like he finishes Hadley. Talk a little bit more about that when I drop the links. But, yeah, I feel like Callan Loughran is going to come into this fight a little bit pissed off. Not necessarily at Jake Hadley. But I think he's going to take it out on Jake Hadley. Molly McCann, KO. Like, I could see Molly maybe getting a second or third round KO. But, yeah, give me Molly by knockout in the first round. Nathaniel Wood. TKO. You know what? Fuck, I'll say round 2 for Nathaniel Wood on this one. I just lied. I'll switch that one little thing up. Arnold Allen, TKO. TKO. Round 2. Duncan, decision. Bobby Green is going to get... Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say he gets clubbed and sub. That's what I've been saying all week. I'm going to say Patty clips him and then pounces on him and snatches the neck. Tom Aspinall, second round knockout. I bet that as well. And then Leon Edwards, decision. Okay, those are my picks. They're in. They are fucking in. Now, where are we? I'm almost there. Almost ready to drop the link, boys. Don't worry. We're just getting started here. Okay. Those are my picks. Like I said, Wednesday night was on Aaron's show. It was awesome. Make sure y'all check that out. But Tuesday was another episode of the Locker Room Talk podcast. Check it out. It's up on Pub Sports Radio right now. It premieres every Tuesday night at 11 p.m. Would love to see y'all there. Give it a like. Let me know what you think. leave a comment. Check it out, man. It was a great time. Feel good about the parlay this week. And I'm going to unveil my little slate here in just a second because I got a Locker Room Talk podcast parlay that I bet. I tailed the Jong Lee. I made an underdog bet. I even threw a dart, boys. And your boy is not one to throw darts anymore. I just don't make a lot of prop bets, but I fucking made one for this card. And it'll probably miss, but we'll just fucking see how it goes. Anyways, man, check out the Locker Room Talk podcast. It was a good time. Your boy, Billy Briz, Joey, big show. Good shit, good times. All right. That was Tuesday. Aaron's show was Wednesday. Yesterday was the weigh-ins. I did watch the fucking weigh-ins. These are your UFC 304 official weigh-in results. It was pretty much standard fare as far as a weigh-in goes. Jake Hadley missed weight by a pound. I'm not really surprised, but that was the only real thing of note. I will say this though, dude. I thought Patty looked like shit. Like they did an interview with him on the weigh-in show or whatever, and he looked fucking terrible. I still think he wins, but Bobby Green by knockout wouldn't totally stun me, honestly. But yeah, I'm still gonna go with Patty Pimblett. I think he gets it done here, but man, he looked rough. I don't know, dude. He's got to figure out the weight cutting thing because that just looks to me like he's cutting it too fast or something. I don't know. He just looked bad. I got the wrong banner up there. Sorry. Patty looked the worst to me. Bobby didn't look great himself. He looked kind of crazy, like his eyes looked a little sunken in. Nathaniel Wood looked really out of it. Molly, she has totally done a lifestyle change and a totally changed her diet and shit. So that might explain some of that. Giga needed the hurting curtain. He looked a little rough. I thought Modestus kind of looked a little crazy himself. Ty Burrow looked totally out of it. Loughran, he looked pretty I don't know, man. He looked sucked out and kind of a little faint almost. It was weird. Jake Hadley obviously missed weight. He looked like shit. Atlas Ardeline, I was expecting her to look a little better, but she was looking rough too, boys. Now, these are the fighters that I thought looked pretty good. I was expecting Leon Edwards to look really shitty. He didn't. He looked good. His opponent did not. Bilal had the glasses on, and that's just – he had the glasses on and he kept the glasses on. That's just – you're trying to hide how sunken in your eyes look to me when you do that. There's no reason to fucking with my sunglasses inside because my eyes look sunken. That's the only reason to do that. So, yeah, anyways. I thought Leon looked good. Oban Elliott did the Hulk Hogan pose. I was expecting him to maybe look a little worse. Chris Curtis looked pretty solid. Sam Patterson looked better than I thought he would. Manel Kopp looked so much better than I thought he would. I thought he was going to miss weight. So, yeah, I'm glad that wasn't a fucking bet that a prop bet that you can make because I was pretty confident he was going to miss weight, but he looked fucking good, man. RoboCop looked solid. Shanna Banana looked the best, honestly. So did Bruno Brazil. Both of them were looking nice. Kiefer Crosby looked good for short notice. I believe it's short notice for him. Christian Leroy Duncan looked pretty good, as did Preston Parsons. Mick Parkin, what can you say? Mick Parkin's a big old heavyweight. He looked happy. He didn't look like he was about to pass out or anything. Arnold Allen looked pretty good. Bresky, Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall was 251, so I think that's one of the lower weights that he has come in at, and he looked good doing it. So, and as did Muhammad Makayev. So that was the weigh-ins for me, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm going to drop the link here in just a minute, probably at about the 30-minute mark. This is your prelim builder. Courtesy of Big Show. He constructed this. It looks sick. If you do happen to use my bookie, use promo code PubSports. They will 50% bet match you up to $1,000. They will 100% bet match you up to $1,000 in Bitcoin. So shout out to my bookie. Now, that's the prelim builder. I will have that up once I drop the link for the first 6 fights. But before I do that, boys, let me unveil my greasy little slate I have here. I'm going just a little bit heavier than I normally do. I got a whole 2.5 units invested. I know it's insane. And I'm a big time bettor too, dude. I drop big fucking $1,000 units, bro. No. But yeah, I got 2.5 on this. I had a little fun with it. Some parlays, a prop, an underdog. But I'm ready to fucking let her fly. So here we go. This is my slate for UFC Vegas 304. The first bet I made, I said, okay, feels pretty chalky. I'm going to have an all British parlay, 3-piece that I feel pretty good about. I think the middle leg will be a little sweaty, but I feel pretty damn good about the other 2. This is the first bet I made. Molly, CLD, Aspinall for just over a unit. That was the first bet I made. The second bet I made was my underdog bet, boys. This line has fluctuated for him. I think, I'm going to look at it right now. He might even be the favorite right now. But when I bet him, he was an underdog. And then he went up, actually. Like, more money came in on his opponent. So I did hit a little reverse CLV there. And then it dipped back down. So I don't even need that. Need to sign in to look at that shit. See what it is now. Okay. Is he still the underdog? Yeah, ever so slightly. So, yeah, I bet Patty. Nothing crazy, half unit. Like, again, I bet him at plus 100, and then he went up to plus 105. And then more money came in on Patty, and now he's down to minus 105. So it was a little reverse and actual CLV. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's my underdog that I actually bet. I do think, like, I picked Oban Elliott and Manel Kopp to win, but I feel like their opponents are maybe a little bit more live than Bobby Green. Not saying Bobby Green, like, I just like Patty as an underdog just doesn't feel right in this spot. So I did that. And I mentioned the Locker Room Talk podcast earlier. This is the Locker Room Talk podcast parlay, like, slate, the template right here. Once again, shout out to my dude Big Show. So this is what we did this week, boys. Let me take this banner down. So the core is Mick Parkin and Tom Aspinall. I feel like Mick Parkin should take care of business win a decision. I feel like he'll have the better head strike visuals. I feel like he can maybe even grapple and get Bresky up out of there. But I feel like he could even get if it's close, I feel like he could even rob Lucas Bresky. But I feel like Mick Parkin keeps the undefeated record. I just feel like Tom Aspinall gets his revenge here in devastating fashion. And, everyone else kind of felt the same way. There was a little bit of jockeying back and forth to get Parkin on there. Shout out to my dude, Billy. Billy wanted Nathaniel Wood in there real bad, as well as Sam Patterson. I kind of pushed back on that. But then he said Mick Parkin, and everyone was like, okay. Yeah. We talked about it for a little bit, and that's the core we came up with. So that gets you nearing even money. Not super duper chalky there with just the core, but yeah, man, I actually, because of the bets that I had already made, Billy said, fuck it, it's 304. I'm going to throw Molly and Patty in there. And I just followed suit, man. So this is my parlay this week. Doubled up with Billy. So me and Billy are going with Patty and Molly. I feel like it's not a setup necessarily for Patty, like he's going to run through Bobby Green, but it's a setup in the sense that it gives him a respectable win against someone else that's coming off a win. You know what I mean? Like Bobby Green does have a little bit of a following. Like he's an entertaining guy. People know who the fuck he is. So I think it's set up to give Patty like a showcase win. Again, not like I respect Bobby Green. He's a good fighter. I'm not saying Patty's going to run right through him. Like I think he'll test Patty, and then Patty will end up coming through. I think this is a setup fight for Molly, though. I think they gave her an opponent, and they've done this before in England. It's like, okay, you're in your backyard, just smoke this bitch, and the crowd will go shithouse. You can celebrate in a crazy fucking way. I just feel like it's a setup for her. So, yeah. And so Big Show went with Molly, and then Joey T, my dude, Joey T. Shout out to him. He is going for 5 in a row, boys, with Planet Flag Fighters. Joey Looney's is putting 5 on it. Christian Leroy Duncan. And I already bet Duncan too. So, hey, man, if this parlay comes through and Duncan wins as well, your boy is going to have a huge night. And that's why I decided to ride with Billy with the 2-legger on our legs, because like I'd already bet Patty and I had Molly and Duncan in a parlay. So it's like, let's fucking go, man. If all these fighters that you see on the screen win, your boy's going to fucking clean up. Now, I mentioned, so that happened Tuesday, right? I mentioned that I threw a dart, boys. Your boy has been fucking really bad at props this year. I think I've only hit like 1 or 2. But fuck it. It's a big pay-per-view. I think this dude wins by knockout. I think that a lot of people assume it's going to happen in the first round. If it does, I'm going to say it happens in the second. It's better money. Give me Tom Aspinall by second round KO. Let's fucking go. That would be so fucking sick. Not expecting it to happen, but I feel like Curtis can survive a round, maybe. Aspinall kind of is a little more cautious and then finds the kill shot. So that is my second to last bet. But as you know, your boy always faithfully tails Aaron the Dog's John Lee parlay. It saved my fucking dick last week once again. Tailing it this week once again. Let's fucking go. Dude, this is why I love these parlays, man, because like a lot of the other ones, I am on every single fucking leg but RoboCop. So that means if Parkin, Oban, and Callan win, dude, like I feel like we're fucking good to go. I know it's like, knock on wood, like that's, it's a lot of ifs, but man, I love the John Lee this week. Shout out to my dude Aaron the dog. It is like it's got to be a crazy ROI on the John Lee. It's such a low risk, high reward play that like hits way more than it should. You know what I'm saying? Like it's insane, man. It's like I have to tail it every week. I did it once again. That's my last play. That's my fucking slate. And you know what? We're 30 minutes in. I'm going to shut up. Well, sort of. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link, boys. Here we go. Get this on. Go through some of these comments and drop these links. All right. Twitter. Copy. Give Moiz first dibs. Paste. Send. Okay. Dome. New dome. Paste. Send. Hawk Tua. Paste. Send. Locker Room Talk podcast. Group chat. Paste. Send. Boom. Catch up on these comments real quick while I wait for these characters. What up, Joey? I see you, Bobo. No, I told you not to do that. Disagree on 11 of them. You know what? You're so fucking cool, Mickey. You always just got to one-up me, don't you? No, that's awesome, dude. All right. We'll catch up to the comments. But first, allow me to introduce my co-host. He is coming in hot from across the pond. And I only have one fucking thing to say to him, and that is hello, cutie pie.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Moiz. Hello, Mick.
Can you hear me? Okay.
What's going on, my man?
What up? What up, boys? I can hear you, Moiz. It sounded a little bit staticky.
I'll replug. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Which one of us?
It was Moiz when he started talking.
All right, fair enough. He's over the pond, so
Yeah.
because that's what it is.
It is, man. It is. We are going over the pond for this fucking fight card. How you feeling, Mick?
I'm feeling really good, man. Sitting there at Tapology at 67.7%, as you know. So Oh shit! No, everything's good, man. Last week was crazy. I told you I put 4 bets out. See, I hit Bruno Silva money line. I hit Hyder Emil money line, and then I hit some other bet. I can't remember offhand. And then I hit the only one I missed was the Bruno by Silva sprinkle. So I ended up, I think, up 3.2 units. Can't be mad about a card like that. And then of course we hit the Zhang Li, right? So I put a half unit on that. So that put me, Jesus Christ. It was good. So now I'm going to risk it all this week. And here we are.
Fuck yeah, dude. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What the fuck are you gonna do when Moiz comes through? He's back. What's up?
I'm good. What about you? Are you good?
I'm better now that I can hear your sweet voice loud and clear.
Howdy.
Yeah, man, what is that? Howdy, Pard? How you feeling, Moiz?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good. You know. The only way's up.
That's right. That's right, boys. Onward and fucking upward. Let me respond to the general's question here. No, I would not say CLD is my lock. If I had to say the fighter I'm most confident about winning, the fighter that I kind of planted my flag on this week was Tom Aspinall. That's kind of, I wouldn't say he's
100% agree with that too.
He's the fighter I feel the best about. All right, well, let me bring in another barrage here. This might be his debut on this show. In any case, it is not my first time on stream with this dude. I mentioned him a little earlier. He is going for 5 in a row for his quote-unquote lock, calling it a planted flag fighter. But let me bring him on here. The man, the myth, the legend, the new kid on the block, Joey fucking T.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
What up, we?
And this is definitely my first time actually on the show, but I've always tried to watch before the stream.
I appreciate it, man. Well, thank you for hopping on here. And you haven't missed much, man. Just how you feeling about this card, dude?
I'm ready to put 5 on it.
Yep, Joey Luniz with the vocal stylings. Get you and Mick together, man. Drop an R&B hip hop track, but and have Moiz produce it. But well, boys, we got a fucking killer panel here. And like I said, I already dropped my picks and bets and shit, so I will let y'all kind of have the spotlight. But we'll go through the card in order, and I will pull this up right here. Like I said, once again, shout out to Big Show for the prelim builder. And I believe the first fight is Shanna Banana and Alice Ardeline. Moiz, you were the first to grab the link, so I will let you kick this one off, man. How you feeling about this fight? You got any bets or anything here?
Yeah. I'm picking Alice Ardeline. She's stronger and she hits harder. Pressure forward fighter. And has improved her wrestling and anti-wrestling. Only issue here is short notice. Maybe she gasses out. But if you watch Bannon's last fight, she got bullied by Bruna Brazil. And Bruna Brazil is the most fragile fighter in the UFC. You know, just watch the Jessica Del Boni fight. One trip, she broke her knee. So the bet I have is actually the fight to end in submission. And I'll be placing the bet live after round 1 when the price will be +4 500.
Holy shit. Dude,
Yeah.
You are the first person that I've heard on Ardeline. If anyone else is on Ardeline, please correct me. But man, that's awesome. Yeah, so okay, Mick, I think you grabbed it next. So what do you think about this one?
Yeah, this will be getting 0 of my dollars. Yeah, there's not much I really want to say. You gotta, what is this, like, Ardeline, she's some kind of like New Zealand porn TikTok bitch, whatever.
Yeah, she's some
Romanian.
I don't even care, man. She's not a fighter. I mean, she's not to me, at least. And I wouldn't say much about Shannon either. Like, this is a terrible fight. So for me, it would be like, I think Shannon's gonna win. Something ugly. something stupid. I mean, if she loses, she loses. I'm not risking any money on it. I don't see any value in betting this fight at the lines that they are now, unless you take the dog. And there's just so many things watching I think I see like 2 different videos that I've watched. I just don't see much that leads me to believe I need to risk any money towards the dog. And this is definitely a dog or pass spot. You would never take that kind of line on Shannon. For me,
Bet-
it's just me.
Bet the fight ends in submission. It's it's low level, and
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad play if you're going to take a play on it. But officially pick will be the favorite, but I would never bet it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, totally. Joey, are you doing anything on this fight, and how do you think about it in general?
This fight is getting $0.00 out of my bank account. But if anybody did watch the show on Tuesday, I did try to shoot my shot with Ardeline. My DMs are still open because you are fine as hell. If this was a full camp, maybe I'll trust her a tad bit more because she is the more well-rounded. It could have been jitters from Bannon the first fight, but I have a feeling Bannon's probably going to win a boring, stupid decision.
Dude, that's kind of what I think too, and that is the last second we're going to talk about that shit ass fight. But yeah, Shannon Banana by decision for me. So the next one up, I believe, is I've got the banner up here. Don't tell me, I fucking know in my stupid head. Parkin versus Bresky. Tell you what, Joey, we'll go in reverse order. Why don't you kick this one off?
I do have Parkin in a couple parlays for tonight. No, one parlay. Never mind, I thought I had a couple. But I do have Parkin in a 4-leg, which I'll start going over each leg when the fights comes up. But I do think Parkin's going to be the more well-rounded fighter. He came in a little bit heavier, and he's about 30 pounds or so heavier than Bresky, and Bresky's takedown defense is absolute fucking dog shit. So it's either Parkin, maybe with a TKO on the ground, or probably a 30-27 decision.
Okay. And we'll go just in perfect reverse order. Mick, what do you think about this one, duder?
Yeah, I think for me it's clearly going to be Mick Parkin by decision. I don't really want anything to do with it outside of I think he's on the Zhang Li, and I do have him on like the $10 to make $1,000 that I do for every UFC card on DraftKings with the 100% boost. Aside from that, I think Bresky, there's not much to like there unless he's fighting Volter Walker or whatever his name was. I guess I just don't think this is a good spot for him. I don't think much of Mick at this point. But I do think he does have the more upside cardio, just well-roundedness as a fighter, and the size. He just moves a little better. I like him as a fighter a lot more than I would, and trust him to fight a better game plan than I would for Bresky. So yeah.
Shaka, bro. I love it. Moiz, go ahead and tell us why Bresky's going to win, you fucking European bastard. No, I'm just kidding. What do you think about this fight?
Oh, got Parkin grappling upside, so potential submission is in play. If you look at Brzezinski, he's constantly trying to use his tall man grappling, exposing his back, trying to get to his knees. So I do believe there's a possibility where Parkin is one step ahead in the submission grappling sequence, lock in the rear naked choke, and yep.
I love it. I completely agree, boys. I think we covered it. I feel like there's multiple paths to victory for Mick Parkin. I think he could even win by a fucking nasty, greasy fucking robbery. But yeah, to your point, Moiz, I think if he does take him down, his takedown defense is so shit, and Mick is so heavy. I could see him smashing or getting a sub. So yeah, that's. I think I took Parkin decision, but I could see him getting a sub. So we will press forward. And we got Patterson versus Crosby. Well, we got an Irishman in this fight, and we got an Irishman on the channel. So I will let Stubborn Mick kick this one off. What do you think about this one, my dude?
Yeah, fuck you for Crosby. He's a terrible fighter. I took Patterson, and I put this online. I already posted my plays this morning. I took Patterson for a half unit and sub round 2. And I sprinkled, I think, a quarter unit, I believe. Yeah, I'm on round 3. I think it was plus 750 for round 2, plus 1,600, I believe, for round 3. I mean, that's as far as I want to do as far as any parlays or anything like that. I might have added Patterson. I think I added his money line to the crazy Hail Mary. That's probably not going to hit. But, yeah, I don't think Kiefer Crosby's going to be much outside of round 1. I don't think he's very well-rounded. I don't think he's a very good fighter overall. And I don't think Patterson's anything to write home about, but I think he's way better a fighter overall than Kiefer Crosby. So, yeah.
Right. I pretty much agree. What do you think, Joey? Are you doing anything here?
It's the Bum Crosby versus the Giraffe from Toys R Us. I think the Giraffe from Toys R Us at some point is probably going to get the submission. I'll actually don't mind the idea of maybe Patterson round 2 sub. I actually don't mind that idea. It's a good bet.
Yeah, I think if Patterson does win, it's a sub myself. Moiz, what's the action here?
Submission round 2, but Crosby is a retard, so who knows? Maybe he goes wild. And he starts throwing hooks, and maybe one of the hooks lands, and he somehow miraculously gets series round 1 KO TKO.
What is Kiefer Crosby or round 1 KO? I'm too fucking
Plus,
lazy. To look it
plus
up.
1300.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's good. If he wins, that's how it's probably going to be.
That is his money line for sure.
God bless America. Yeah, you heard it right there, boys. If you want to take a fucking stab or throw a fucking dart, maybe like plus 1300 on a fucking
it's worth it. It's $10. Why not?
No shit.
Dude, I may have to do that then, just for the hell of it. Shit.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all, man. Well, yeah, I think Patterson eventually finds the sub, but yeah, he could get fucking chin, dude. He does not have a super great one, and like Crosby is gonna. I feel like he will go out and try and fucking knock it off.
That motherfucking head is up on a tee.
It is, man. I feel I like Patterson, dude. Just duck under one of them fucking wild bolo hooks and just like try and get a takedown. But yeah, we can press on. This fight, the fight order is weird in this. Something is weird about this fight in general to me. But the weirdest thing, I guess, was that Manel Kopp fucking made weight, and I'm real interested to hear what Big Moiz has to say about this one. So Moiz, why don't you kick this one off?
I mean, I'm just weirded out about the build up, the constant back and forth, and then they take pictures together. So maybe a draw is live here. I mean, personally, I like Mokaev. He spams takedowns, and when he spams takedowns, it opens up, lowering the guard of your opponent, and get some head strikes in, like it did versus Alex Perez. I think maybe Mokaev has better cardio as well. So, but yeah, I'll. You know what? I'll say it's a draw.
Okay, Mick, what do you think?
I think the only thing I played on this was the fight to start round 3 on that crazy Hail Mary. But I don't, honest to God, this fight could go either way. I don't like the build up. I think I'm wondering if some of the tensions that they had beforehand was the reason why they put it to the to the undercard, so they wouldn't have to meet up at the fucking presser the day before. I don't know. Like, why else would they move this fight around so much? It's fucking weird. Like Moiz said, I don't like that at all. I do think obviously the better is grappler versus striker for the most part. If this is on the feet, holy shit! Like, Mokaev's in a world of hurt, but I think he's going to try and get this to the ground quick and spam takedowns. It could be a boring decision that way. But I'm telling you what, man. If anything were to bust my parlay, I hope if you have any action on a cop TKO, I hope that hits. So.
No, I don't have shit on this.
Joey, it's a boring ass fight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a weird fight. Joey, what do you think about this one?
So I don't know if you know this, 2 cents. When we had that whole thing trying to figure out what MMA locker room was doing in Mills, and originally, if I had a dog pick, I picked a favorite. But originally, if I was going to do a dog, my dog lock was going to be Cade.
Shit.
And one thing I noticed, he has 77% takedown defense. Only been taken down 4 times because he gets back up. Only controlled 4 out of 18. Controlled only not even 6 minutes. Great camp at Extreme Couture. And if you actually look at it, he's taking his career serious. He's training with Umar, Saeed Nurmagomedov, Patchy Mix, Basharat, Tagir. He's bringing guys in knowing that all Mokaev's going to do is chain and try to chain takedowns. Sooner or later, we're going to see. If you saw Mokaev's face during the weigh-in, he didn't look good. He's like, oh, fuck, I don't think I'll make weight.
He looked pretty happy that he made weight. I'll say that. This is a fight I don't want anything to do with just
I'm
because
not betting, no.
Yeah, I don't blame you,
DFS
man.
play. That's it. On Cop.
I'm picking Cop because I think if it is on the feet that he'll knock Mikhaev out. But I don't feel confident enough about it. I could see Mikhaev winning like just like a greasy, like he is technically like the British fighter. If there is one between these two, so I could see him getting like a robbery decision. If it's grappling heavy, I could maybe even see him getting a submission, which is like it's actually not a bad fight on paper, which is why it's weird that it got moved to the prelims. But to Mick's point, I could see if that's the reason why they're like, okay, we don't want this fucking fight getting scrapped by these two like idiots, like, you know, getting into it before the fight actually happens. So maybe it's that, but I don't know, man. Give me Cop, but it's not. This is one of my like least confident picks. I will say like him making the weight and looking pretty good doing it. It could bode well for him, like you were saying about him taking it seriously. I think that's not a bad sign. Okay, well, let me bring in one more, Barrage. Interesting name. Oh man, we got two more coming through. We're about to have a fucking panel now, boys.
Party.
We got a 1-2 piece. Let me bring them in the order in which they came. Aaron the dog and Billy fucking Briz. What's up, boys?
Shit.
It's a full house now, boys.
Game, man. This is a squad right here, dude. Shit,
Billy Bill in the building.
What's up, boys? What's going on, man? Billy, Aaron, how we doing?
What's up, fellas?
Yo.
That does not sound like Aaron's voice.
Who flung poo?
My man Billy Bill's in the building.
That is definitely not Aaron. Jimmy?
Who flung poo? This is Tim.
Timmy.
Oh, what's up, Tim?
Guys.
I swear Aaron has that same
His avatar on fucking Twitter.
the titty Vidal. What's up, Tim?
Dude.
How you doing, man?
Not much,
What
dude.
a fucking troll.
I'm taking the author of The Brown Spots in the Wall by Who Flung Poo.
I love it.
Yep.
What's going on, man?
Not much, guys. Good to be here.
Shit, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Well, we got a fucking full house now, boys. I guess we can pick up right on this last fight we were just talking about. Mikhaev versus Cop. Tim, do you have any action on this one? How do you feel about this fight? It's kind of a weird one.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be one of those fights where I think hindsight, you're going to see a big look, a favorite that looks pretty big, honestly. If Mikhaev gets his game off and can grapple all 15 minutes without getting bonked, and he's probably going to look hindsight big favorite. And if he can't, or if Manel can get up, I think Manel could probably steal rounds in a minute and a half each round, even if he gets taken down for 3 minutes per round. Mikhaev really doesn't do shit when he's got guys down, and Manel's like, I don't know. I just interesting to see what you guys think about his takedown defense. I mean, he got controlled by Dvorak and by Nicolau for a little bit. So yeah, interesting to hear what you guys got to say. I'm leaning Cop by decision, but no real confidence.
Yeah, I if I was going to bet anything, it'd be Cop. I just picked him. I stayed away from this fight just because I got a weird feeling about it. But Billy, what did you end up doing anything for this fight?
Man, it's like the mighty have fallen. I thought it was kind of like a rumor all week that the UFC doesn't really fuck with Mikhaev because this is the last fight of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of see it at the weigh-ins when Hunter Campbell's trying to break them up. He looks like super frustrated in the face, like these motherfuckers. Like that's what like his expression said. So just off of that alone, like my pre-week sentiment was fight goes the distance. But the more and more we're getting closer to fight time, I think both of these fighters have something to say. And like in theory, from watching the shit that I've seen, I kind of want to bet fight doesn't go. But the best move is probably still in the fucking sidelines because I mean, for a fighter to be undefeated. Like, we heard about Paddy Pimblett. This is the last fight of his contract. He already got re-signed. Like, I didn't hear no rumors about Mikhaev getting re-signed for shit. So it could just be his fighting style, bro. His fighting style is super fucking boring. He fights very close, thin margins. And as he goes up to the upper echelon of the division and fights bigger people or people that have the same wrestling acclimates, I just don't think that his game's going to translate. So it's just like he probably wins, but I don't want to be a part of it.
Right. Like,
Yep.
let me ask y'all now so I'm glad you brought that up too about the his style and like it not being very fan friendly. He is the British fighter, but like, are they going to be booing if he's like being a dusty bitch and doing all the like the hugging and stuff? What do y'all think? Like, it could be one where it's like he's not necessarily like being, you know, embraced by the hometown crowd. I don't know.
No,
I'll be
they'll
surprised, man, because who gives a fuck about 125 fighters? I'm serious, man. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't even think Dana wants to have the division, to be honest.
Hey, yo,
I'm
Billy.
dead serious. Boring ass. And these little fucking kids in there acting a fool, man. Get these motherfuckers out of here.
But, yo, Billy, so I told everyone on the show, since we were trying to figure out what the hell Mills was going to do, if I was going to pick a dog, Manel Kopp was going to be my flag fighter of the week.
It's just like the only thing about going to the betting window with Kopp is like, I feel like even if he wins, I feel like the margin's going to be super close, thin. Like, and do I really want to be yelling at the fucking TV about get up? Like, I'm done doing that shit, bro.
I don't blame you.
Unless that thing stays on the feet, then he's going to look like a minus 2,000.
Exactly.
Yep.
It feels
mean-
like kind of just like a pass spot, but like, yeah, I don't mind anybody betting Kopp. Well, we can move on to Elliott versus Parsons. Oban Elliott is the underdog. He's one of the only like UK fighters that's an underdog. I'm picking Oban Elliott, but I don't know, man. Billy, what did you do anything for this fight here? You went last, so I'll let you go first this time.
I was so
what you got here?
close to betting fight starts round 3 because it was like a little bit juice. Fight goes the distance. In theory, on paper, sounds right. But something tells me, man, I'm a little bit nervous about Preston Parsons. I kind of rewatched the tape a little bit. While he isn't getting these submissions, he is attempting a shitload of submissions in the first round of these fights. So it kind of makes me want to just stay off. But, I mean, Oban Elliott, the win by decision at plus 400 is a little bit wild. I don't think Preston Parsons has the best fucking cardio, dude. For, like, the way that he fights and the wrestling style, if this hits the third round, dude, I think this gets close. Like, everyone thinks that Preston Parsons is, like, some cardio junkie. Like, I don't think so, bro.
Yeah. Tim, are you do you have anything on this fight? What's the action?
Yeah, I mean, I also don't think that Oban Elliott has cardio. I mean, I think like his cardio is dog shit himself. Like he's gotten finished twice in Cage Warriors by Figlak, and I can't remember the other guy.
Fleminus.
Yeah,
One of the worst journeymen in Eurotrash MMA.
Exactly. And you got like American wrestling versus British wrestling here. I just think that it's I don't know. I just feel like I've tried to fade Elliott. I'm not tried. I want to fade him, but like the guy he got with Woodburn and shit like that. I mean, Woodburn took him down twice and had a rear naked choke locked in on him. I just don't think that. I don't know. I think that Preston's gonna probably Preston would be the side for me, and I just think that Sub might be live for him.
My two questions would be, who do you think is the better striker? And secondly, do you think Oban Elliott fighting in regional land kind of like helps him out, or do you think that's actually going to hurt him a little bit and be a little bit too much pressure? Because I do kind of agree with you. On Dana White Contender Series, it did feel like a little bit too much pressure. They were pushing him really hard. And then his UFC debut, it seemed like a spot where he kind of just like gassed out after trying to get a finish on Woodward.
Parsons is defensively void striking, but I think he's okay offensively striking. I don't think Oban Elliott's that great either way striking. I mean, there's probably – I think a slight durability edge for Oban striking, but I don't think that his striking is like super, super clean. He likes to wrestle and grapple himself, and just he got knocked down by Woodburn as well. I mean, like, I just think that both have questions from striking realm, and I think both like to grapple guys. And I think that, like I said, I mean, typically American wrestling versus Euro wrestling or British wrestling is just like kind of a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, the grappling's not even close. It's just when two grapplers fight, it usually turns into a striking match.
Mick, what do you think about this one, man? Are you doing anything here?
I think there's nothing to like about this fight. I think what Madars Flaminas did to fucking Oban Elliott was disgusting. I think that Preston Parsons having issues with Trevor Giles on the ground, getting reversed and everything. Everything about this fight sucks. So yeah, Oban Elliott decision on when he got a robbery, whatever. Fuck this fight.
Joey, are you doing anything? Are you taking a dog shot on Oban Elliott, or is Parsons decide?
Beginning of the week, I thought I was going to bet Elliott. Then I didn't like his Val Woodburn fight. I think Parsons is the better wrestler. I think BJJ could be close on either side. I think Elliott's the slightly better striker when it comes to volume. I'm probably going to pass as a bet. I currently got Parsons for DFS due to his takedown ability. If you're getting taken down by Woodburn, I think Parsons is 10 times the overall takedown ability, then better than Woodburn. So, and I think he might be even stronger personally, but it depends on whose overall cardio works out, see how the transitions work on the ground. I'm picking Parsons, but I had no bet.
Big Moiz, drop a bomb on us. What's going to happen here?
Parsons by submission, round 2.
Holy shit.
Oh, I would love that.
Yes, sir.
How fucking greasy is that? What are the odds?
I mean about the striking. If Elliott is has a low guard, expecting the takedowns, then all the head space will be available to be punched. So yeah, he's fucked in every way here. So.
Bro, I don't think I'm not no Elliott fucking truther, but I'm telling you right now, let this motherfucker start crotch sniffing. I'm telling you, man. And
I was gonna say, Billy,
he passes guard. No.
Dude, if this hits the cards, I feel like Elliott is gonna rob him. I feel like he's gonna rob him.
It's the same. Yeah, that's the same with a bunch of these fights, right?
Yep.
Bro, plus 400 though, TC is just wild to me. Like
it is.
I just don't see that. It's a common theme in the card. A lot of these British fighters are just like not priced adequately enough for like if there's ever fucking
I just want shit to do with it. That's why I don't want shit to do with it.
Yeah, dude. Like UK's. How many times do we watch a UK fight card and be like, yeah, that motherfucker lost a fight? You read off the judge's score. Like, wow.
Man, I'd be careful with that shit, guy. I would really be careful with that. Did you guys not watch the Davey Boy Grant fight last time?
Jackie boy.
Yep.
I mean, I'm telling you, it does not always go that way.
Yeah, the commission is from USA, so.
Yeah, but the problem is too is that I think there's at least 2, maybe 3 fighters. I don't think Oban qualifies for this, but I think Patty and Molly are not losing unless they there's like a death before. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just a decision. I would just be shocked.
But Bobby would have to knock him down multiple times to win a decision.
100%. I mean, I just think that the domination that would be needed for Brazil or for Bobby is insane. I think this one's a little bit different because it's probably stylistically it's more grappling, so I could see a little bit more fuckery here. But yeah, I'm with you. I think that there's probably going to be some bad decisions.
Yeah, for sure, and that's why it's it's weird, and I went mostly chalky. I have a couple spots, but I only bet one underdog, and it was Patty. So we'll see what happens, man. But Bukauskas, God, we can make this one short and sweet. Bukaki and fucking Marcin Prachnow's chin. I don't care who starts this one off. Let's just get through this one quickly. That's all I ask on this one, boys.
Pass.
Bukowski by decision, and everyone wakes up afterwards. Pass. After that, fuck that.
This is gonna be I'm gonna probably go take a shit in a fight.
Love it.
Bukowski's round 3 KO.
I don't hate that either. I honestly think that's good.
There you go.
I agree with that.
Okay, well,
pretty good line. Pretty good line too.
I don't hate it, man. I feel like what Modestus hits harder to the skull, and I feel like he's a little bit more durable than Marcin, ever so slightly, maybe. So yeah, I'll say, yeah, I can't remember what I picked, but it was Bukaki.
Just watch the William Knight fight with
if everyone busted their nut on that Bukaki, we can press on to the next one. Okay, Joey back. All right, Joey, do you want to give your take on Bukauskas and Prachniow real quick? You say pass, right?
I said pass, and I'll probably go take a shit.
Yeah, good call. All right, well, yeah.
Round 2-3 KO at plus 650 on FanDuel is a little bit wild, bro. Prachniow is be dropped. I thought I was going to be on the
He's chinny as fuck, man.
It's just a low output from Bukowski. That's the problem I have.
Yeah. That's the only
shitty
bad
and his
part.
cardio sucks though. So it, like in theory, we should be betting the plus 650 round 2-3 knockout. But if you're one of those people that says I can't bet chalk on Bukowskis and you're trying to get even odds, Bukowskis to win and fight to start round 2 is minus 110.
Nice. Well, there you go, boys. There, if you want to get fucking greasy, Billy's always got a nice spot for you, man. But I don't hate it, dude. I'm interested to hear what y'all say about this one. Callan Lochran and Jake Hadley. Jake Hadley coming in late notice replacement, and Callan Lochran got into it with Patty. I'll just give my take on it real quick, and I'll let y'all take over. I think Callan Lochran might be coming into this fight a little bit teed off. And he might take it out on Jake Hadley's dome, but I don't know, man. I got Lochran here, but whoever wants to can fire away.
Kyle Lochran's going to beat that ass. Period.
Yep.
It's going to be bad, and I think he's going to take him out.
And I did see Lochran when I went to the Atlantic City fight card when he fought the guy from the Dana White Contender Series, and I think he does the same thing here. Personally, Hadley's takedown defense is absolute dog shit, and after Hadley loses this one, he'll probably be out of the UFC.
Hadley's the noodle at 125. What the fuck is he gonna do here?
He looked like
Bro, that
he's a
shit's wild to
125er
me, though,
who missed
bro.
weight at 135.
That's so wild to me. I said this on the podcast. If these two motherfuckers both fought in Cage Warriors at the same exact time, because they're Hadley was the
Champions.
flyweight champion and Lochran was the bantamweight champion, I swear to fucking God, Colin Laffer would not be minus fucking 220. But I mean, when you talk about the situation in the scenario, niggas missing weight and shit, bro, going up a weight class, bro, I can't bet on Jake Hadley. But man, I mean.
But fights have happened since then. I mean, that's the thing. Like he fought Alan
Yeah, I agree.
and got raped. He got beaten, almost knocked out by Charles Johnson. Gurdon ass raped him. Like I just think like Colin is hittable on the feet. He's got that fucking Irish striking style where he just like it's like Snatch. You know what I'm saying? It's like Brad Pitt from Snatch. Just take a fucking shot and then murder the guy.
Right.
But like I just think he's going to be able. I don't know. Here's the thing. If he grapples. I think if Colin grapples in this situation and doesn't stand and bang with him, I think he could finish him on the ground.
I agree.
And I agree with you on that. That was my next point. As much as the UFC is not like Jake Hadley, who's to say Lochran doesn't get the same exact advantageous positions that he got on Pacheco, and he does actually cash that sub prop? 30-1 odds for Lochran rounds 2-3 sub is something I'll definitely be throwing. Like,
yeah, Narco was talking that up on the pod last night. Totally agree. I think it's ground and pound most likely, but he might be able to give up.
I agree with you, Tim. It's round 2 TKO, round 1. He'll let Hadley punch himself out. Lochran, he's a pressure fighter, and
I think Hadley punches himself out of.
Yeah, exactly. He gas himself out. The thing is, Lochran, he uses round 1 to set up traps and make some reads. So by round 2, he'll finish Hadley.
Like
he finished Shanks. So let's go.
Yeah, I'm with you, Moiz. I think Lochran wants to kill Patty. Like I think when he's fighting Jake Hadley, he's going to be visualizing Patty's like head and like punching Patty. So like, and I feel like he's just going to go. He's going to fucking yeet on him at some point.
Yeah, but why is everybody and their mom on Colin Lafren? Like market wise, he's getting 83% of the handle and 87% of the bets. That's more money on Colin Lafren than there is fucking Nathaniel Wood. And like those matchups.
I mean,
Wood. Yeah, Billy, I was giving you shit about wanting to throw Wood in the parlay, but yeah, now everyone's on like Lochran. Like,
but Jake Hadley, he misses weight. He's fragile. He's an emotional beta. There's nothing good about it.
Short notice.
Everything about
it. I just feel like it goes back to the point though. If they were both fighting under the Cage Warriors banner 2 years ago, that line would not be minus fucking 220. So I just can't bet it. Bro,
I also think he was a much more confident fighter 2 years ago.
Yeah, Lochran lands that 50% clip head strike. So there you go. If you land, if you If you punch 2 times and one
Let-
lands, then you're
Let's
gonna
be
win.
honest, too. Jake Hadley's been humbled the last 2 years,
Yep.
Right.
big time.
Yeah, super humble. He was one of the cockiest kids I've ever seen fight in Cage Warriors. He came over
And
to
then
the
you got that Nasimanto treatment, motherfucker.
Yeah, Dana White actually fucks with Jake Hadley because of his manager, but the actual matchmakers, Sean Shelby,
Oh, they're not about that
I don't
life.
like him.
do not
No,
fucking
no,
like
because he's a
They didn't
dick.
even want him. They didn't want him in the UFC.
How are you going to be a dick to the staff that's not even on camera, the behind the scenes people when you get there? How
Right.
fucking stupid are you?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
Canish.
that
That's
was the
ironic
most
about it,
savage
dude.
Dana White Contender Series moment ever. He said, Dana White goes, quote unquote, I probably shouldn't do this. They told me not to do this, but fuck it. I like him. You're signed to the UFC. That shit was great.
I remember that.
Did everybody
He
go
gave
on that
a hard
one?
fight after a hard fight.
I think so.
Did everybody go there? Okay, well we can move on to the next one. But yeah, that's a weird fight too, man. I like locker room, but yeah, fucking pass. So yeah, Molly and Bruna. I mean, is anybody on Bruna Brazil? I think we can make this one short unless anybody like has a hot take on Bruna Brazil. Like, I think Molly McCann's gonna fucking dust her right off, and I think this is a setup for McCann. But if anybody else has a hot take, let me know.
It's too wide, bro. As much as I love Molly and I do have her in a couple parlays this weekend, you can make a case.
Me and you rhyme with Molly, Billy.
I'm riding with Molly. Don't get me wrong, but I will say though, like I see some people like putting it in as like a 2-leg parlay. Bro, Bruna Brazil has looked better her last 2 fights since she's been at the fucking Fight Nerds gym down there in Brazil, and she looks a lot better. Like, I mean,
I thought she looked like shit in her last one, but
she did not look like shit. I had a Sean Banana ticket, and I was pissed the fuck off about 7
yeah,
minutes.
but Shannon
He got
Banana
bullied
shit.
by Loma, man. What the fuck are you talking
Shannon
about?
Banana sucks.
Loma looks like a 105er, pretty much.
She is a 105er.
Yeah, because there's no weight class for 105.
Oh shit!
At least in the UFC.
I mean, Marnik Man too. She took her down. I mean, I think Molly wins. It's just like, bro, minus 300, and they're pricing it like she's about to knock her out. It's wild to me.
She is gonna knock her out. Don't worry, brother. We just that pre-cash jitter. She's gonna smoke this fucking bitch.
I'm picking Billy's girlfriend.
Is anybody on Bruna? I'm willing to hear it, man. It's like crazier things have happened.
Nope.
So
I'm picking
I'm
Billy's
not on
girlfriend
Bruna,
by
but
decision.
I'm not on Bruna, but I took Winstead. I kind of on Bruna in the sense that I took the under 2.5 or plus 120 for 2 units.
I don't hate that.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird though with Molly. I mean, like both of her knockouts were spinning meme shit. Like I'm not grading like Brazil's chin as like good or durability as good, but like, I mean, Denise Gomes hits like a fucking truck for this weight class, and I don't know. I just think that Molly's KOs in the UFC have been extremely, extremely fluky and like fucking spinning back fist and spinning elbow and. Like, I mean, could she knock her out? But I mean, like, could she knock her out?
I mean, it has to be a KO, man.
plus 240 or something like that for KO is fucking AIDS.
No thanks. I'd rather just be a square and just throw her. Like, I knew that I was gonna have her in parlay, so it's like, yeah, 350 is chalky, but it's like if you have her in a 3 or 4 legger, it's not gonna drag it down that fucking much.
And how pissed would you be? How pissed would you be if you took Molly by KO and she got a sub for whatever reason?
Oh, exactly, dude. That's like
so fucking mad.
What do you guys think about the total on this fight? I mean, fight goes the distance for a women's MMA fight for a girl that I kind of thought was
No, I think it will finish. It will finish. It's a gimme fight, so yeah.
I kind of lean goes to decision. I kind of lean for McCann decision here.
Nice.
I was gonna say, like, Molly can't beat this bitch's ass 30-27. We all wouldn't be shocked at all. I mean, that shit's wild.
Yeah, it's also like Bruna could like try to avoid the fight too.
I feel like they're getting like Bruna Brazil turtles up. I feel like maybe not necessarily spark her out, but kind of like stop her against the fence. Like she stops fighting back and the ref waves it off, kind of shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't see this going this distance. I mean, if it does, it does. I'll live, but I just think they're
if you go to my Twitter profile, I reposted a footage of Bruna Brazil. She gets tripped by a atomweight, and then her knee somehow, pops off. And she cries, and she's screaming. She's so fragile. She's the most fragile chick.
Brazilian fragility. # Brazilian fragility.
Yeah, just look at the footage. Just look at it for footage.
Nah, Molly
Okay.
should definitely win. It's just, you start picking and choosing, and you say
Yeah,
who's
it's
favorites on the
no,
card.
probably
It
not
just falls
overthink
into
that.
rage.
Probably best not to overthink that one. Nathaniel Wood versus Pineda. I don't care who kicks this off. Just let me know what you think, boys.
Wood.
Pineda round 1 submission
Great.
plus 2,600. Let's go.
Yeah, can't hate that. Cannot hate that. I
like
think it's either that or it's KO 2-3 for Wood.
Yeah, I got Wood round 2, round 3. As much as I think Daniel Pineda looked like he was off the sauce and he should definitely be live in round 1. Watching Nathaniel Wood's press conference thing, he literally broke the shit down like an MMA predictor. He said, yeah, I know how this dude fights. He's going to come out hot early. It's very similar to a couple of the last opponents that I fought. I'm going to wait for him to gas himself out, drag him into the deep waters and finish him. And that's like literally how you beat. So he gets what the fucking deal is. Nathaniel Wood's the favorite I like the most on the card, and I might regret saying that.
I know, dude. You were trying to put him in the parlay bad. I was like, yeah, I put up some resistance to that, but I think Wood wins too, though. To be fair,
I'm gonna say this: if he sounded like an MMA predictor, I'm taking Pineda.
Pineda, I mean, the thing is that Wood is extremely small for this weight class.
I agree.
And a Pineda could be like you said, Pineda could be post USADA, doing blow before this fight and just coming out like a fucking full rabies mode and get him down. I think Moiz, like Moiz said, I think plus 2,600 on sub 1 is just an absolutely ridiculous line. But I also think round 2, round 3 lines for Wood are just fucking Matthew McConaughey AIDS in Dallas Buyers Club, just fucking the worst. So
Jesus Christ, man, that was way too much imagery. Keep going.
Well, I'm just trying to get it clear that it's not Magic Johnson AIDS. It's like a really Liberace AIDS.
There's no cure for this.
I love the descriptive adjectives. Beautiful.
I think if you're doing parlays tonight, though,
Magic Johnson 8.
Daniel Pineda and Curtis Blade's sides are probably the 2 easiest sides to hedge on the card if you're a parlay boy and you're just trying to get some reinsurance or something like that. Obviously, Daniel Pineda round 1's definitely the Kiefer Crosby fight. You got to bet Kiefer Crosby knockout round 1 just in case if it does happen.
Hello, Cage.
Yeah.
You fucker.
I think minus 500's off. Nathaniel Wood, one of my favorite fighters to watch, is most likely going to win, but the line's off. So minus 200, I put in that Hail Mary on DraftKings to get the full boost. If that fight doesn't go to distance, I think that's good.
My
But
question
that's crazy.
Are you more confident in Molly McCann or Nathaniel Wood? Because both of them are getting the same exact amount of money, which is kind of wild to me.
That's wild. I would say Molly.
Molly, of course.
I would say Molly McCann, to be honest, just because, and I think they want it that way. Just because of how dangerous Pineda is in the first round.
For sure, dude.
That's why. Yeah.
Brazil's gonna get fucked on the cards if she gets there, and then she has her finishing equity is a head kick.
on a midget.
I guess I've had too many bad Molly experiences. I remember the one time I was probably the most amount of money I had on Molly was the fight that she fought during COVID, and I thought she was gonna run through the bitch, and she just didn't wrestle, and she got pieced up on the feet for 15 minutes, and I thought I was gonna throw the fuck up, and she was 275. And ever since then, I've always had a little caveat, I love you, Molly, but we got to bucket the fandom between betting here.
Dude, Billy, you and backing Molly McCann is like a fucking thing. It's practically like a gimmick on Pub now. Big Show has the meatball sub thing. Y'all are forever intertwined, dude. Y'all are forever linked.
Billy loves a lesbian. What a fag you are, Billy.
I do like a lot of lesbian girl fighters in the UFC.
So on that note, unless anybody else has anything to add, or did everybody go there?
Is Molly a lesbian?
Oh yeah.
Yes, he has a bigger dick than 60% of this fucking cast we got
And
on
if
here
she
right
doesn't,
now.
she has a
get
strap on. If she doesn't, she has a strap on that will be.
Bitch looks like Helga from Hey Arnold. I don't fucking know.
Look at her Instagram. If you look at her Instagram, you would think that her girlfriend was Patty's, and then you see her, Patty, and like their couples together. Her bitch, Molly's bitch is hotter than
Got a
Patty's,
biddy?
which is wild.
She got a biddy?
She's a soccer player, I think.
They got that new TV show on BBC. They're like probably one of the most like famous reality TV show hosts right now. It just came out like 3 months ago
Hear me,
overseas
mommy?
in England.
God. On that note, okay. Well, I think we've hit the main card, boys. We're rolling right along. Arnold Allen and Giga Chikadze. Whoever wants to kick this off, weapons free.
I can start. I have Allen by submission. Ninja choke. He has the grappling upside. There you go.
God.
Man, Moiz, you and I are on a lot of same picks tonight, man. I think if he grapples,
Because we are two homos.
I might be on the opposite side.
I mean, Giga. I mean, this is if this is another one of those situations where like Arnold Allen, if he fights like RoboCop or fucking like Blades, where you're just like, dude, what are you doing striking with this guy over and over and over? Giving
That's
him
my
shots?
worry.
He does that shit. Like he does that shit. So I don't know. That's my only concern. But the line is stupid for sub, and sub 2, sub 3 are just dumb. So yeah,
I picked Arnold Allen, but realistically, I said on the show, if he does a pure MMA game, he makes his fight look easy. If he tries to brawl, then it's good. I think he's gonna have a hard time because after round one, Giga does tend to win round ones. His coach is gonna look in his corner. Arnold, shoot a takedown.
He's just got to be able to get. I mean, like the style striking is interesting to me because like you'd got to know that like Catered was inside kicking distance the whole fight and just jabbing him up to fucking pieces. And Arnold Allen doesn't fight like that. Like I mean, like that's the problem. And he's at a distinctive like fucking reach advantage and height disadvantage where if he tries to fight, if he fights him at range and tries to pick his shots and doesn't really like throw that much, which is basically what he fucking does. Like he could lose he could lose this fight. So I just think it's like classic, rational assumption of rational decision making is like fucked on this guy. Like if he fights smart, it could look easy, but I just don't believe that he's going to fight smart.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't like this line at all. I have Arnold Allen in the long shot, Hail Mary bullshit. But no, fuck this. Just because minus 260, I don't really want to fuck with that. Not in this fight. But yeah, I mean, what happens if he gets his way with Giga on the ground? It's over. There's no, especially seeing what Cater did to him, and just the way that I just think Allen's fighting a much better level of competition too. Better MMA fighter. But nothing to do with minus 260. I don't need that.
Anybody
I hope motherfuckers are up money by this time of the night because I think the move is if you're a chalk donkey and you just want to parlay it, you can parlay it. But if you just want to bet it straight, you can bet it straight. I definitely think fights going the distance. Like the only way I see it finish would be Arnold Allen submitting Giga by some fluke bullshit because Giga got hurt. Or Giga kicking him inside the body and probably knocking him out, something like that. But fight goes the distance at minus 174 and betting Giga by decision at plus 430. It just seems plus EV. I think Giga's. If you told me that this was a kickboxing fight, which we're not, they're not telling me it is. But if you told me this fight's still in the feet for 15 minutes and Arnold Allen doesn't shoot for a takedown, this fight should be a pick 'em.
Plus 400, yeah. The decision prop for Giga at that stage, if it's 15 minutes kickboxing, is a stupid line. His split's like 12-1 as well. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
Anybody else got a take? Did everybody go there?
I believe so.
Right on.
What do you guys feel about the total? Minus 174 fight goes the distance.
I don't. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Gregory Rodriguez. Sorry, we got short time. Gotta press on. Now, Moiz, but before I start this one though, Moiz, we only have 4 fights left. Are we going to get a carousel fight for UFC 304? Is it I don't want to spoil anything, but have we passed over it? Is it still?
Maybe the first fight. The two strawweights, low level.
Okay, we'll make that official before the stream ends. But
Yeah.
Moiz, what do you think about this CLD and RoboCop?
I'm with Rodriguez. He'll press forward and land the better head strikes. There's no grappling upside with CLD, so you have to pick Rodriguez. I don't believe in Christian Duncan anymore.
All I'm gonna say is 5 on it. Christian Leroy Duncan, and I also got a bet on him with a boost. I got his knockout prop plus 180.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I went pussy mode on this one. I bet Leroy Duncan decision, no bet. Hopefully that shit hits the scorecards if he doesn't win. If RoboCop gets the fucking sub and I have a decision, no bet, and I don't have any RoboCop fucking sub money on it, I'm just gonna be fucking sick out of my mind. But CLD decision, no bet. Get your fucking money back if he does some bullshit. I don't think he gets knocked out. The only way he would get submitted would be like him throwing some spinning shit that led him falling and RoboCop getting on top.
If RoboCop subs here after I've lost like 16,000 units betting his sub props in the UFC,
I'd be sick to my
I
fucking
will
stomach.
I will throw my phone multiple times and possibly break something. So yeah, that's I think striking is really interesting. Obviously, RoboCop's going to pressure, but his chin and his ability to just like get bonked by guys and meme shit from CLD. I don't think CLD's like striking is technical at all. He does all that flashy shit, and like he maybe he catches RoboCop with something, but yeah, I really this fight's kind of shitty to me. I think that I see paths for both guys, and it's kind of like dog or pass. But like I said, if RoboCop subs him, I will explode. So,
I am just gonna snap. I love it. Who wants to go next? I don't care.
3 units on RoboCop.
Holy shit!
Yeah, man. I just every time the line moved, I hit it again. I don't give a fuck. I don't like CLD at all. And I could be wrong, man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
This is the battleground fight, boys. Let's fucking go.
But yeah, sticking to my gun.
Good.
Billy, what do you think here, brother?
Decision, no bet, CLD.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You did say that.
Well, with the decision, no bet, I feel like it kind of opens up. Like if you're on the CLD side, if you're betting decision, no bet, that kind of creates a good opportunity. So you could bet Gregory Rodriguez by decision. You could bet CLD late round props, 2-3 knockout. There's ways to get down on this fight. I think they moved this fight to the main card for CLD to kind of get pushed here. They switch him and Makayev around. Gregory RoboCop short notice. He's probably the more talented fighter, but I think CLD's the fighter that's ready to go today. Like
I'm over under 1.5 takedown attempts for or takedowns or takedown attempts at 3 for RoboCop. What do you guys think?
Under.
I feel like the attempts I would go for the attempts, but I'm the worst fucking dart thrower and even a worse time prop better.
Under RoboCop just wants to strike, bro. Like
he has power, but he's too flat-footed.
Yeah, you need to be flat-footed if you want to transfer most power. So.
And that potentially could kill him.
Anchor the kinetic chain. Yep. Well, if we got to everybody, we can move on to the I believe the Coco. If I'm not mistaken, yes, indeed. This is a big one, boys. Paddy Pimblett versus probably his toughest test yet. I would say at this point, Bobby Green, King Bobby Green, or whatever. I don't know if that's his legal name now, but
it is.
It's a good fight. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So I do have Paddy, but and I bet Paddy. I'm nervous about it. I thought Paddy looked like shit at the weigh-ins, but I do think he wins here unless he gets knocked out. And I went back and looked at the people that Bobby Green knocked out, and I just don't think Patty's going to be one of them. I think if anybody gets knocked out, it's going to be Bobby. Unfortunately, I like Bobby Green, but I bet Patty here, and I have him, Billy and me, parlay Patty up in the pub parlay. So let's fucking go. It's all Patty Pimblett for me, but whoever else wants to go can, man. If anybody's on Bobby Green, let me know.
Potty the body. That's all I'm saying.
You think I'm
I
gonna
think
miss?
I don't know, man. I think Bobby is the better fighter, but I think this is going to be a tough one for him to get a decision. He's going to have to knock him out. I think it's going to be tough to knock out Patty, but he could. I mean, definitely could. He leaves his chin up. I just haven't really seen his chin fail him yet. But he's looked. He's got knocked down or cracked before. I don't know. I really don't want to touch this fight, but I think if it's dog or pass, and if you took Patty, you probably are on the right side for the value.
I just wish Patty's coach would actually put a tennis ball under his chin. It's like, young man, keep your chin down.
No shit.
Bobby Green's going to outstrike him 120-67 and lose 30-27, 29-28, 29-28.
Oh, that's so
I'm
brutal.
telling you, I can see that too.
Brutal.
That's covered in the plus money for sure, man. Like I think
it's happening, guys. I mean, like the judges hate Bobby Green for all the fucking shaking guys off when they hit him. Like, I just think that this is the clearest, most fuckery. Him and Molly McCann have the clear most fuckery in their games by decision. I think Bobby's better than him pretty much everywhere, minus jiu-jitsu, like pure jiu-jitsu. Guys haven't been able to grapple Bobby minus Islam. Unless he's dropped off a cliff speed-wise, and with his style being like, how he rolls with punches and tries to just move his head. If he's slower, significantly slower, which it seems like he's getting there, if he's dropped off a cliff, then maybe he can get outstruck in this fight. But I think he should be able to jab him up and move around and just combination against Patty. But I every time I get myself to try to bet him, I'm like, dude, he's just gonna get fucked. This is Jared Gordon part 2. He's gonna outstrike him like I said by almost like 2-1, and he could still lose.
Yeah, I'm saying, dude, I just can't visualize them reading out Green's name if it hits the cards. Like I've been saying Patty by club and sub all week, but I'm obviously hoping for that. So it's probably some wishful thinking, but I think he has him covered unless he gets knocked out. But anybody on Green here? I mean, the line has seesawed, man. So like he's slight chalk now, but I think he was an underdog at one point.
I'll be betting the draw.
Holy shit.
Oh, you said that earlier, didn't you?
Moiz is the king of the draw now.
Yeah, but we can have multiple draw picks. So.
But will you parlay them?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Round robining those draws.
That's true.
Yeah,
Listen,
there's multiple ways here. Patty getting the takedown round 1, and his BJJ is very slick. So he might get a 10-8 in round 1, via crowd persuasion. Crowd's going to go crazy, and the judges going to give him a 10-8. So
see it.
Or you have Bobby Green getting a 10-8 in round 3. So the draw is live here.
All right. Did everyone give their take? I don't want to skip anybody. Good. All right. Well, that was the Coco. How about that co-main? This feels like the main event to me. I'm not going to lie. For me, this is my main event. I have Aspinall in so many fucking, well, not that many, but like he has pretty much like Aspinall is anchoring both, all 3 parlays that I fucking bet. And I also threw a dart on Aspinall's second round KO. But, if anybody's on Curtis Blades, let me know. I mean, seeing him at like plus 300 is like a little crazy, like on the offset. But yeah, I think this is an Aspinall spot for me. But whoever wants to go next, man, take it away.
Tommy by submission.
You guys are my friends, and I've only told my friends this. This is like one of those ones you guys scroll to the 4th page of the package.
This is a safe space, brother.
I'm with you with the Tom Aspinall is gonna win. I have him in the parlays, yada yada yada. But Curtis Blades on FanDuel to land a takedown. Yes, I said that right. Over a half a takedown at plus 115. Nigga,
Whoa,
What?
that's fucking wild.
that's
bro.
crazy. He's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
hit
free
a
money.
takedown.
Fucking wild to me, bro. How
That's
the
free
fuck
money.
is he at plus 115
It's
to
but
win
it's
a
it's
takedown?
it's
Only way he
baked, but
doesn't.
it's baked into the fact that if he gets bonked early, that's all it is.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I
that
guess
is
that's what it is.
fucking wild, bro. I wouldn't even bet the Curtis Blades money line. Like,
He
I would just
doesn't always shoot like he doesn't always shoot early. That's I mean, like, trust me, I would
Yeah,
if I thought that there was like
She was
massive.
really here.
that would fit my narrative beautifully. Like if he gets a takedown, wins the first round, and then Aspinall's like, nope, this is the time, and then he fucking cashes that round 2 KO. Let's go, Tommy Aspinall.
It's
I don't know who y'all
the
pick.
question. The question is for everybody. I mean, you've heard it all week. Is just like, can Aspinall fight beyond 8 minutes or 7.5, 8 minutes? We'll see.
Right.
I mean, he hasn't needed to, but I mean, like, if Blades gets him down in round 1 and takes him down and holds him down, and he does, and there's like a little bit of adversity there. I mean, I do think he could still KO him in round 2, like you're saying, but it's just like, I mean, he was tired against Arlovsky before the Arlovsky tap. You know what I'm saying? Like that was it's just a weird fight. I mean, I think it's weird. It's like I think that there's clear value on plus 3 to 1 on fucking Blades, but and then he gets bonked in the first 2 minutes, and you're like, well, obviously, you know, that's not out of the realm of possibility. But I mean, if this fight hits like middle of round 2 and Aspinall hasn't finished him yet, like, you guys are gonna be like, I think people are gonna be shitting their pants. Like,
Oh,
there's
I will be sweating. I'll be
would
throwing
I.
up and shitting and fucking
I've already been hedged out.
coming blood and fucking.
I think Tom Aspinall takes him out early. I think it's round 1. I really do. I think he's got a point to prove here with his Blades, the injury and everything else. Yeah.
Lobby, you
Oh,
piece
boy.
of shit! Don't ever go against me in betting, you fucker. No.
That's fun.
What's up, Lobby? What do you think? Who hadn't gone? Who
Me, I haven't gone.
Tell us, Moiz. What's the action?
I'm picking Blades by KO round 3 or 4.
3, 4, 5. Yep.
And the reason is if there's
Fuck
a
y'all. I hate y'all.
the wrestling upside, and 2, Aspinall's defensive guard will be somehow affected by it because he has to keep his hands lower, to get those underhooks in. It will leave openings for the head strikes. So I have to pick Blades there.
Well, that'll just fucking ruin my night, Moiz. So I hope that doesn't
Yes.
happen. But if it
I
does,
hope it happens.
at least you'll fucking cash a
Yeah.
greasy ass.
It's like
ticket,
30,
so
30,
it will happen.
30 to 1, 39 to 1, and 50 to
Yeah.
1 on 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah, minus 400. No, man. No.
Those seem astronaut. Like, that's crazy, man. Oh, fuck.
Then
What is
Yeah.
Blades by decision, though? What is it?
No, it's the same thing. Like, if you wanted to bet, it's almost stupid because if you bet 3, 4, 5 on Blades, you almost have to take 12 to 1 as your hedge on the points. Like, because
Is that what it is? 12 to 1?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do we
I
have
don't
to
think
talk?
Blades
Do we
will
have to
win.
talk about the main event, or can I?
He's gonna get knocked. He's gonna get knocked out in the first 3 minutes, so it doesn't really matter.
I know it doesn't matter.
None of that matters. He's just gonna get sparked, and then that's it.
The main event, I think Leon Edwards is going to win. I don't give a fuck, though. Who fuck both of them?
Yeah, I agree with that one. I got Leon.
Coach.
All I gotta say is I'm glad I don't live in fucking England and they made me pay fucking $400 to just be in the arena and stay up to 5 o'clock in the morning to
At
watch
5
this.
in the morning
fuck
for this
that noise.
fucking-
Yeah, I would
Like,
be
this
pissed.
is a terrible main event. Like, in real life, like, this is supposed to be like really good fight. Obviously, it's the number 1 versus number 2, but from like me betting on you and watching you fight in main events, like, damn, man, the best shit was Edwards versus Usman. Other than that, bro, Leon Edwards has been fucking snooze fest after snooze fest. Bilal's a snooze fest. It's just like, I do.
And you know they're getting a full 25 minutes of that bullshit, too.
The post where they showed Bilal Muhammad chewing gum makes me want Leon to beat his ass even more. So I don't know
When
if you guys saw that.
he's chewing gum at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
He's doing this. I don't know how he chews gum like a fucking goat. Like he's like
Yeah,
he's
he's nervous.
He's used to like a wrestler.
This is gonna be bad. This is that camel motion.
mouth, yeah, camel, exactly, mouth wide open. Just
That's fucked up. I didn't say that. That's fucked up.
Hey, you'll
Racist.
I wish
think,
there was a way.
Guilty. Oh,
Yeah, I
Guilty.
think Leon was piecing him up in the first fight. Like I do think it's possible that he gets a late stoppage, but he just was not threatened at all by Bilal's striking. So I think it's
I agree
interesting.
with that.
I think it's just not like it's tough to me because it's like plus 100 on his decision, plus 300 on his KO. It's like I could really see either way, but I think he could literally beat the shit out of him for the entirety of the fight and maybe lose like a few minutes of the fight by grappling. But yeah, I lean Leon pretty hard on this one.
Yeah, I think this is where the honeymoon ends for Muhammad, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wish there was a way. I know it's not possible, but I wish there was a fucking way that they could both somehow lose and the belt could become vacant. Like, I wish this, I really, I hope this is a draw and Dana's just so fucking pissed about it. You know what? He's like, he just like does what he did with light heavyweights. Like, it's just vacant. And they just make a vacant fight.
And they're just holding it for Rachmanov anyway.
It's a unanimous decision for
Both
Leon,
fighters
and
go
Dana
TCF.
walks in and kicks them both out of the UFC.
God,
Shalcott's going to beat the fuck out of both these guys. Either one.
there's no
Doesn't matter.
way I would be that lucky, Tim. But I hope and pray for that every day. Honestly. But yeah, I wish there was enough. We're short on time. I wish there was enough time to go around and let everyone do their final things. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that came through on the panel and everybody in the chat, man. Smash the like button for your boy. I'd greatly appreciate it. And once again, thank you to everyone on panel here. Y'all are the shit. But we all know where to find each other and stuff. Me and Billy are headed over to the pub. Hope to see y'all there. But we'll be back next week, man. So for everybody on panel, this is just my 2 cents. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Hope you cash all your fucking greasy ass bets. And I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm gonna ram it in your stomachs. I will. Bye.
All right. God bless, man. Peace.